Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Ukazu Henry live from New York City. As you guys know, I am your number one human capacity coach. I come out here every week to share with you inspiring stories on how you can literally unleash your potentials. So, as a human capacity coach, my job is to help people to unleash their potentials. Okay, I do training on leadership, self-discovery, mindset, career and professional development, and also I do training on youth development. So today I have a great topic titled Poverty Mentality, a Killer of Opportunities. And you guys might be wondering why I have this topic today. It's just because I know the value of being poor and I know the value of being rich. They have advantages and also have disadvantages. But that is not what I'm here today to share with you. I'm here today to share with you informations that can take you to the next level. So you might be wondering, what is this poverty mentality? You know, the best way I can define poverty mentality is just lack of ideas, selling your birthright just for a little plate of food to eat. It makes no sense. You know, I have done trainings on mindset coaching where I spoke about growth mindset and fixed mindset. Someone with a fixed mindset can be likened to some extent to someone who you can address as a poverty mental kind of. Somebody with a growth mindset is somebody who is career driven, have ideas. But someone with a fixed mindset can be likened to someone who has poverty mentality because you are fixed. You are not looking beyond your environment. You are just fixated on where you are. So, for example, now somebody needs a job, and somebody is telling you, "I can hire you in my company, but you must volunteer." Someone with a growth mindset will say, "You know what? That's a step into the company. It's a step in the right direction. Let me have my footing." But somebody with a poverty mindset will find it hard to work because why? He or she might feel that I am lacking opportunities. All right. So, guys, what am I trying to share with you guys today is that I want to let you know the importance of thinking out of the box. Every now and then, we always look for opportunities. I want a job. I want to go to school. I want to meet this great man. But we fail to understand that whatever we are seeking for is also seeking for us. How does that play out? There is no great man in the world that will come to you if you have no value. The easiest way to get anything done in the life is to add value to yourself. That is why, as a human capacity coach, I focus more on personal and professional development. I do this from an angle of self discovery, knowing who you are. If someone should ask you, "Who are you?" what would be your response? It's quite unfortunate many people don't know who they are. According to Forbes, only 15% of the world are self-aware. That leaves us with a lacuna. What about the other 75%? They don't know themselves. So that is why, as a coach, I always try to help people to understand what is so unique about them, to understand their purpose, to make the right choice, to turn their failures into their friend, to unleash their potentials. These are the kind of trainings I help people to do. So that is why I found this topic so personal. Poverty mentality is a killer of opportunities. Let me speak from the angle of marriage or love or friendship. Most times we always want people to love us, right? Because when you love somebody, you always want that person to love you back. But if that person don't love you back, sometimes it could be challenging, right? You will not feel right. But it is very, very blissful and joyful when you love someone and that person reciprocates that love. That feeling is priceless. I'm telling you, I cannot overemphasize that feeling. So, what is the point I'm trying to share with you here? Most times, when we talk about blessings and opportunities, we will think the creator from heaven will come from heaven to bless us. We fail to understand that human beings are the blessings that we need. God will not come from heaven to bless you. Rather, God will use human beings to bless you. Somebody jokingly said, if God wants to bless you, God will use men to bless you. But if devil wants to destroy you, devil will use women. I don't know how real that is. But the point there is that human beings are the blessings that we need. Anything you need in life can be gotten if you know how to network and meet the right people. Because in our contemporary society, it is hard to see people who will support you for what you do. It is literally hard. Why do I say this? I say this because people will only pay you for the services you render or the products that you sell. But to give you money voluntarily, you must have an NGO or you must have a cause people will want to support. So if you want opportunity in life, you have to go out there to get those opportunities. Opportunities will not come to you. Rather, you have to go out there. I once shared a story of how I met my mentee, who is now the chief operating officer for my company. This young man reached out to me on Twitter to be his mentor, and I was wondering, how do you see me? How do you know me? He says, I have been reading your articles online, and your vision aligns with my values. So I thought it nice to reach out to you. I gladly accepted. Why? Because I see someone who is eager to learn, and I took him in. It didn't take me more than 6 months to appoint this guy as the chief operating officer for my company. Because why? I saw the traits of leadership in him. Why am I saying this to you? Most times, we are always looking for opportunities in life. But we fail to understand that when we add value to our lives, you will easily attract opportunities. For instance, if you want to meet a great man in Nigeria, in America, and all over the world, the easiest way to meet those people is to add value to your life. Once you add value to your life, it is easy for those people to locate and connect with you. How do you add value to your life? You can add value to your life by the books you read, by the skills that you adopt, by the informations, by your academics. This is how you add value. Most times people say, Henry, you are so smart, you are so articulated, you are very connected. I tell people, I am not smart. Rather, I am smart by association. Now, if you want to progress in life, there are 3 things you need to know: the books you read, the events you attend, and the principles you keep. These things are not rocket science. They're easily, but how do you apply it? So, whenever we're talking about poverty mentality, I'm not talking about being poor literally. No. If the only thing you have in life is money, you are poor. Because the rich ideas start upstairs. I'm not concerned about what people say about me, because why? By God's grace, I have a little bit of understanding in life. So ideas rule the world. Most times people see me on social media meeting governors, ministers, world leaders. They think I just meet them by luck or because I'm handsome or I'm intelligent. No, I know the value they are looking out for. We discuss real issues. So information is power. If you're not informed, you are ill-informed. And once you are ill-informed, you can't perform, because information leads to reformation and transformation. In a nutshell, information leads to formation. So poverty mentality is a lack of information, lack of ideas. If I give you $1 million today and you don't know what to do with that money, that money will just go. But look at great people like Steve Jobs or these great Americans who are very ingenious. They have ideas, but they have no money. Once they table their ideas to the government or to people of resource, these people cannot invest in them. That is what we call opportunities. But a man who has poverty mindset will wait for someone to give him money or give her money before he or she will develop. It makes no sense. Ideas rule the world. Just like your life is in your hands, your blessing is also in your hands. So I'm going to tell you today, take time to evaluate the people in your life. You can meet a stranger. A stranger can bless you. Take time to know the kind of information you absorb in your brain, because why? Your information can take you to the next level. So if you're able to manage your informations, your friends, and the people you attract into your life, trust me, you will surely succeed in life. Because guess what? Success is a game of strategy. You might be lucky. That's good. You might be blessed, that is good, but you need strategy. It's like praying. You must pray in the right way for God to bless you. If you are praying to God, I say, God, look at me, and I'm a saint. I don't fornicate, I don't steal, I don't lie, I don't do XYZ, like Mr. B or Mr. C or Mr. G. You know, that means you are comparing yourself and that person. God will not hear that prayer because God knows each and every one of us have sinned. We're all sinners. So why will you say that this guy is a bad boy or a bad girl because he or she is fornicating? If that guy is fornicating, what about you? Are you not lying? Are you not stealing? Lie is lie. Stealing is stealing. Sin is sin. So I'm saying this because success is a matter of strategy. So if you don't pray well, God will not answer your prayers. All right. So that's the point. So you need to be smart for you to attain success in life. So poverty mentality is a killer of opportunities. So guys, I don't know if any of you have any question. Please feel free to ask me any question either on Facebook or on Instagram, and I'll be glad to share with you. But if you want to know more about how poverty mentality works, I could train you on that because I'm a coach, right? I'm a human capacity coach. I train people on mindsets. Mindset, that's what I focus on. Mindset and self-discovery, right? I also train people on leadership. All right, so let me know if you need anything, and I'll be glad to share with you. All right, so I think I have a friend that would like to join me today. Let me add him online so that he can join me, and then we can now discuss proper on mindsets, a killer of opportunities. So my friend is coming online to join me right now. Hey, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, sir, Mr. Yemi Gods? Good to see you.
Yes, my name is Jamie. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. So do you have any question I want to contribute?
Yes, I actually love the topic. But, sir, I want to ask a question whereby if, I know that a provision without vision might be wasted.
That's true.
When we have a vision and when the provision comes, it's easier for you to neutralize it. It's easier for you to make use of it. Just like somebody who already have a plan, and when the money comes, you know where to invest your money on because you already have the idea and the plan of it. But especially whereby you have an idea and there is no money to sponsor your idea, what about that?
All right. See, this is why. Okay.
Now the mindset is not poor. You have a rich mindset or rich mentality, but what about the funding to make it to reality?
Okay. Right. I see that. You see, when I talk about coaching, these are the things that happens on the back room. Now, I spoke about mentors last few minutes. Now, mentors are people who can help you in this area. I said earlier on that ideas rule the world. Why do I say this? The guy that had Pepsi, right? That the owner of Pepsi in the world right now. Do you know this guy? Before he left his former company, he had this idea of having Pepsi, but he had no money, right? Do you know he went back to his former manager and told the manager, look, I have an idea. I want you to invest in this idea. This former manager, right, left his position as the CEO of that company and now went to meet somebody in his garage, in basement. Why? Because he believed in the idea of that guy. And guess what? At the end of the day, they became a multi-million-dollar company. I will send you this research if you, when we leave here, and I wrote an article about it. So what's the point? Ideas rule the world. Now, if you have an idea and you have no money, what you will do is you have to pitch your ideas to the right people. Also, have mentors who can guide you on how to articulate your ideas. I'm going to share a practical example with you. When I wrote my first book, right, I must be frank to you, I don't have a dime to publish that book. The book was ready. I had the manuscript, but I could not pay the publishers. Do you know what I did? I started reaching out to my friends. Please, I want to I want to publish my book. I had no money, right? So they were able to contribute for me. Now, if I'm waiting for someone to give me money before I begin the book project, I will not begin. But because I've already done the work, it's now easy for people to accept me. So, what am I trying to share with you is that when you have an idea, you have to develop your idea by meeting the right people. So, the point there is that when you have an idea, you need to have people in your life that can help you to articulate these ideas. Finally, I will share this with you. A couple of months ago, there was a pitch that was being done by Eco Bank in Nigeria, and some young ladies were speaking. I said you have to make a pitch and to get 500,000 naira. And one lady was talking about, I want to study medicine. This is my dream. If I should win, this is what I'm going to use that money for. And she was told, this is not a competition for you to get a scholarship. This is for a business program. You must convince us why we should support your business and not for scholarship. And she lost out. So it's because people don't have mentors in their life that they are lacking. So if you have an idea now, you can pitch your ideas to resourceful people and people will support you. Last year, I was doing a program, by Yali. I don't know if you know Yali, right? Yali in Edo States. So I was giving them a talk, and I was talking about how to pitch, how to make a pitch. And then I told them, if you can make a pitch for me, I'm going to support you guys. So they said, please, give us like a day or 2 days. It's kind of impromptu right now, and we'll get back to you. Guess what? In 2 days' time, I got some emails for these young boys and young girls who did a pitch. And I was able to give them like, I think 20,000 or 15,000. I give them like, I give them a decent amount of money for a good pitch. Now you see, ideas rule the world. By the time you have ideas, people will come through for you. I cannot overemphasize that part. So work on your ideas. The whole world will come to you. I always say this: the universe has a way of aligning with you. The universe clears its way for the man or woman who knows where he or she is going. Just begin. Don't wait for the road to be clear. Just begin. So that's my point to you. I don't know if I made sense to you.
Yeah, yes. Because I was in a platform before now. So, I've known those guys before on the on Instagram like this. I'm a kind of person that I work, and I'm a hardworking guy. So, for an hardworking guy to be begging somebody for something, it's very hard. But I like situation whereby somebody can see what I want to do. You don't need to give me the money. You buy the thing and give me. Let me make use of it. Then, maybe if you ask me to pay you back, then I pay you back. So, then they now ask that, okay, make the idea new to us, then can give you money. So, I told them, I have a cleaning service idea, but currently I work as a driver, which that cleaning service is something that I wanted to hold on to for life to do. So, buying of the machine in Nigeria, it costs 1.4 million naira for a machine. Why do I need one of 1.4 million naira? It's because that one can do almost every job. That one, it's easier for you to use it in a new building that they just construct. It just constructs new building. It's also easy for you to use in a apartment that people are living in already. So you have different instruments to clean chair, to clean curtain, windows, net, and everything. So to wash tiles and everything. So it has everything in it. So that is the purpose of needing of that one. And if I'm going to leave job to start up that business, I need something that can survive me because I'm a married man. Survive me. So I explained to them that I once called a friend in UK. So the friend told me that he checked it on Amazon. So it was at the rate of $1,200. So that is about 700 and something thousand. So he checked the second hand. The second hand is around 200 and something thousand. But the second hand will not have the Tokumbo will not have the instrument So it has different. The one you can use to clean car is there. The one you can use to even some. They have one that can massage someone, but they use it for chair. So I explained everything to them. I said the company I wanted to buy from in Nigeria, I've made them. They say, okay, if you want to buy from us, you get half of the money. We give you the machines. We'll come to your area to know where you stay, your family. Then we are sure we know that you can't run away with our machine. Then we'll be giving you job. So from the job we give you, you'll be paying the money back. So I explained to them. So then the way the guy now answered as, oh, when you give us a good explanation, I haven't told them that I have my CAC already. I have the CAC done. That is a company certificate. I have it already. The thing, everything is ready. So, and I've been doing the job before. But because the people doing it for, I did not have that machine to clean it to their expectation. So they say, don't worry. When you have the machine, you are still your people. Come to us. So once in a while, they still call me. Yemi, I want to do something. I want to have party in my house. I'm doing birthday for my son. Please come with your guy. Come and help me out. So we go there. We do the cleaning now. Collect our tips. So I'm still working. So I explained to them. They were like, oh, yes, you give us the explanation how you are going to do it, how it comes and everything. But we don't really have the convince of giving you the money. I didn't feel bad. I just feel that everything has a perfect time. So that's why I'm saying when you have the idea, you have the vision, but you don't have the money, the fun. But thank you, sir. I learned from you today.
No problem. What again I can tell you is there are a couple of things you can do. Okay. Number one is you have to pitch your ideas to different banks. Okay, keep pitching ideas to them. They might say no, but keep pitching your ideas. But before you pitch your ideas, get a mentor. There's a friend I can recommend you. His name is Paul Fu. Okay, he can teach you. Paul Fu, Paul Fu, Paul Fu. I can send you his name on Instagram. You know, he can advise you on how to make a pitch because many people don't know how to make a pitch. Because if you don't have the right pitch, it's not gonna make sense. Because when you want money from somebody, somebody wants to know why should I give you this money? That's the question. Nobody gives you money for free. You must be offering a value, a product, or a service before someone gives you money. So if you don't present or articulate your ideas very well, no bank, even me, won't even give you money. I won't even give you. So you must show me value in what you want to do. That is one. Then number two is that you will have to get a mentor, a business mentor or a coach, right? Somebody that you so much believe in that can advise you on how to structure this area. Because if you have ideas, trust me, people will come in to invest in your ideas. The best way I can explain this is by saying if you are skillful or you're talented, people will need your talents. If you are sick, will anybody tell you to go to the hospital? Nobody will tell you because why? You need a doctor. If you are driving, nobody will tell you to get a fuel or a gas. Why? Because you need it. It's a necessity, it's a need. You have to go there. So once you are good at what you are doing, people will surely come to you. Your job is to go out there and get it done. Right now, I'm on Instagram Live. Right? I'm putting myself out there on Instagram Live and on Facebook, and people see me on social media. Now, if someone should want something right now, they will come to me because they know I have what it takes to deliver. If I don't come live, nobody will know I could talk and I could advise and I could do so many work like this. Same way I'm telling you, you have to push your ideas out there. Continue to invest in yourself by learning how to make a pitch and meeting people who can introduce to other people. And then you will not tell them why you need this. If possible, go into a partnership with them. And trust me, at the end of the day, it will come into reality.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Really appreciate it.
If you have any question, feel free to send me a message.
I actually have a mentor who is into that business and she's a big woman. But the only problem I have with her is that she told me that if you want me to mentor you, you're going to leave your job and join me for some time to be able to teach you, because he's a friend of my elder brother, to be able to teach you the in and out of the job. So if you just say, oh, only weekend, she don't really work weekend at times, most times. So she needs me during the day. I know My job is I work as a driver, so I can't just give a unnecessary excuse to my boss who needs me every time.
Right.
So I'm the only driver he has. So I can't just give unnecessary excuse to him. So I was just waiting for, okay, maybe I will just target myself for some time, so then I can resign and pick up my own career. So I was still keep me.
Do you have a family?
Yes, yes.
I would strongly advise you do not resign your job. Your family is number one. You must make sure you support your family. Okay, no matter how juicy it is, unless your wife has an income and both of you are able to communicate and understand this is why you are resigning your job, okay, to pursue this. So you are looking out for posterity. But if your wife does not support you, forget about it. It will come to you when it will come to you. Because as a man, if you do not support your family, trust me, you are setting up yourself for failure. So, guys, I would like to thank you guys for joining me today, and I look forward to see you guys sometime next week. Please do me a favor, like my videos, share my videos, and tag somebody that you think who needs to hear this video. This video will be live, and I look forward to see you guys next week. Take care and have a blissful evening. Bye.